2, live.
Hi everyone and welcome to today's Hangout. Coming to you from London and Florida, so we're having fun. Right, let me just introduce myself. I'm Kimberly Drummond and I'm a success coach and I'm a results coach. I'm also a facilitator with Bob Proctor, and I'm actually working in the internet marketing world, and it's just an awesome place to be. So yeah, we're just here. I'm here with Coach Tara. Tara, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I would. I'm Coach Tara, like Kimberly said. I'm super excited to be doing this hangout with you, Kimberly. It's quite an honor. I'm so happy to have met you and started working with you, and this is
Welcome to today's Hangout.
Oh no, I got something doubled up.
London and Florida, so we're having fun.
This is how it goes.
Let me just
I swear it said it was muted. Okay, well, anyway, I absolutely love working with you, and I'm excited to do this webinar today with you. I'm Tara Woodruff. I've been a network marketer now for about 6 years, full-time for 3. My background always came from the service industry, always, whether I was a bartender, a server, or something along that line, a kitchen manager, restaurant manager, and I always wanted to just help people have a really good day. No matter what their day was like, when they were in front of me, I wanted them to have a good day, and maybe the rest of their day would be the same. So joining network marketing and becoming part of this movement and industry was a natural transition for me, and I absolutely love this. And doing these hangouts is too much fun.
Absolutely, Tara's absolutely right. It's all about hanging out with the right people and connecting and literally just sharing knowledge and just sharing what you learn on a day-to-day basis. I mean, today the topic was automation. It was just something Tara and I were talking about earlier on, and we were like, let's do a hangout, which is absolutely amazing, and it's great to actually just do that and share this knowledge that we're sharing amongst ourselves. So automation, what is automation? A lot of you are in internet marketing. No matter what business you're in, no matter what you're doing, automation is the key, because the whole point of actually having a business is so you earn the money and then you live the life. You know, you don't want to spend all your time in the business and literally just 24 hours in the business. So it's all about how to automate your business, how to make it run itself when you're not there. So you don't have to be there watching every single email that comes through, watching every person that comes into your team. Just automate the business, and those are the businesses that work really well, the ones that are automated. I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Tara?
I'm trying to keep unmuted so you don't hear the child screaming. I agree totally. It's so important that you get away from your computer. And if you're new in this industry, whether you're in MLM or internet marketing, you're going to find yourself spending a lot of time in front of your computer. And the best way to get out there and live is to add automation. It's what the gurus are doing. They're on vacation. You see they're on vacation. They're traveling to events. They're going out to dinner with their family. And it's not only because they have the money to do so. It's because they set up their business in such a way that you're able to be exposed to the business, come into the business, and receive, the welcome email. It's so important to be able to get away from your computer so you could be the most productive.
Absolutely.
It's a big deal.
And
what part do you want to talk about it first? I'm sorry.
Oh no, sorry. I think there's a slight delay. Go ahead, Tara.
Well, there's many aspects to automation, like what does it mean, and there's many different aspects to it that when you decide that you're going to be a professional, that you need to implement, and one of them is a funnel. Can you explain what a funnel is a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. A funnel is basically a system where you've automated in such a way from the actual first contact with your client, first contact with your prospect, to the very end. So the point is to have a process where you're not literally going through the whole system yourself. They're going through the system, automated, and actually doing it automatically. So it's always great. It's a great way to start. For example, if you look at your business, if you look at how it's run, if you tap into anything you buy, there's a funnel system. There's an automation. You start off, you fill out your details, and that's what you need to do in your business, because it's all about the freedom. It's all about, leveraging your time. You do not want to spend a lot of time doing that. Initially, it might take a while to set it up, but once it's running itself, it's absolutely fantastic. So the best thing to do is start off with the automation. Now, I know that a lot of people in this business are not collecting, have not got an autoresponder. They're not collecting their leads. That's the first basic thing that you've got to do in the business. In any business that you do, you've got to collect and have a list. So that's the basics of the funnel. So you would start off by collecting and list collecting.
You froze on us, I believe. Okay, well, I'm going to continue on where she was going. A lot of times you'll join a business and you may be, I don't know if it's in a negative way or not, but you might be told you have everything you need to start your business right now. But the fact of the matter is, if you're not in total control over who is looking at your website, if you're not collecting an email of the people that visited your website that are showing genuine interest in your business, you don't know. So if you are constantly leading with a replicated website from your company, that is what everyone else is doing. And it's super important to separate yourself a little bit from the crowd. It's not like you have to reinvent the wheel, but it's very important. If you notice the top earners in your company, all of them have some sort of funnel system. They have a landing page in which they greet you. You get to know them a little bit before you even know about the company or opportunity. And you have the ability to put your name and email address in and receive emails from them. Then you're moved on to the products and the opportunity and the things that they have to offer you from that point, but not right away. Not everybody wants to be bombarded with all of that right away. And so they have the ability to get to know you a little bit, or see your landing page and see what they're getting, what they're looking for. Go to the sales page or the product page, whichever it is, and then from there you can get followed up with from the person that showed you the website. So if you are the same way, if you have a landing page for your opportunity or your product or your business, this can go in a lot of different ways. You could be selling a book and doing the promotions yourself. Then you move on to the sales page, and then if they haven't bought yet, they're still going to be able to get follow-ups. The average person takes 10 exposures to make a decision. That doesn't mean that they're slow in making decisions. It means that's how much time it takes someone to see the value in either purchasing the product or joining the company or buying the book or becoming your client. So you have to remember that the part of the automation is setting up a solid autoresponder campaign that sends out once a day, never less than once every other day, a value-based email with a call to action at the end. One way to really get a great grasp of that is if you're a blogger, which I'm hoping you are, you probably should be if you're not, you could use your blog as what you send out to your email. So you would write a quick snippet about what you're talking about today, and then link back to your blog where the whole post is and maybe a video about the subject. And this really helps people get to know you. Really important to include video. If you're afraid of the camera, get over it, because it's not a big deal. It's okay. You can be in front of it. All you got to do is look at the little red or yellow or blue dot. I have a blue dot. And focus on that. Keep your eyes on it. You won't even see yourself. Like I don't see myself right now in the Hangout. And you just get comfortable. Sometimes it takes a lot to get comfortable. So make a bunch of small videos and just publish them on YouTube. Don't even tell anybody about them. Just get yourself more and more used to being in front of a camera and adding that to your email campaigns or your blogs. And she's gonna come back in. She's in the UK, so it's a little different, the bandwidth and everything. So she'll be jumping back on in a second. So how do you do that? I mean, how do you do that? There's a couple of different ways your own funnel, and that would be, you could do something like lead pages, and then get an autoresponder like Aweber, and start playing with the lead pages and creating something that would draw people to want to give their information to you. If you don't have a lead page, you could use your blog as a sales page, where you can go ahead and have an opt-in right there, and information and call to action at the bottom of your blog, and this way you're collecting the emails and the names of the people that are coming in. You have to be collecting that and adding them to an autoresponder of some sort. There are numerous companies. All of them have different capabilities and ease of use, so you really have to find, like when I first started out, I got the free trial to everything, and what I couldn't figure out in the first 15 minutes, I knew wasn't going to be what I was going to use. So there's that, or you can find actual whole systems that are together that give you the ability to make capture pages customized or already pre-made, and autoresponders already in the system, and sometimes they even have some copy, when copy is the actual email. So that makes it a lot easier, especially when you're beginning. Hi, welcome back, Kimberly.
Hi, Tara. Oh my goodness. It's all about automation. Had we recorded this, it would have been beautiful. But I suppose it's one of those things.
It is. It's one of those things, and it worked out okay. I basically,
yes,
what I went over was making sure that you separated yourself a little bit from the crowd and having your own landing page, maybe giving something up yourself, or
absolutely,
attracting someone to come and look at your offer, product, or book, or whatever it is that you're trying to attract people to, and collecting their emails. I also went over that it takes an average of like 7 to 10 times before somebody will even make a decision. Even a decision maker, an action taker, might take that long. So the importance of email follow-up.
Absolutely. And it's all about values. What's the value you're giving to people? It's showing yourself, and and being a leader. It's not about the money. Obviously, we all want the money, and it's all great. And money is energy, and it enables you to have the life that you want. But at the end of the day, it's about people, and that's what internet marketing is about. Network marketing. It's all about people, and it's connecting and making sure that you actually connect with someone's heart. And just remember that they're not buying the product or whatever it is you're doing. They're actually buying into you. They're buying into what type of person that they're going to be working with. It's just like with yourself, if you're creating a team, some of you have businesses. The people who work for you, you want them to be able to, you need to be able to work well together. So it's all about value, and make sure you are giving value. Make sure you're connecting. And like Tara said, it's all, sending out those emails. Yes, you can automate it and make sure it's automated, so you're not there typing up an email every day. But yeah, it's once you do that, it's actually fun. You can actually have fun. You can actually spend the day just masterminding with other people, and just doing the things that you love, and just going out there and just spending that money. So really, I don't know if Tara, have you covered the basic training for the team and just having that organized?
No, I haven't yet. No. You go first.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say, with the basic training for the team, it's very important. When you start out in the internet business, it's fine to do one-to-one coaching and all the rest of it, but it takes a lot of time, and this is why we're really talking about automation today, and really trying to drum this home today, because it's really vital that you use your time in the right way. We all have 24 hours. Now, what do you do with your 24 hours is down to you, and how come other people in the business are more successful. So just keep an eye out of that. Is just watch what the leaders are doing, and watch what the mentors are doing. and really just keep an eye on how they do it. You'll find, if you look carefully, is that most of their stuff are automated. They have leads pages, you know, capture pages, like Tara said. Everything is automated. They're not sitting there waiting for the sale to come through the internet. You know, it doesn't happen like that. Just even like Facebook posts, you can automate that. You don't have to sit there making all the posts. You know, like Tara and myself, we automate some of our posts. Not necessarily all of them, but some of them are automated, and they just go through without us even being there. So I could be in the middle of a seminar, I could be masterminding somewhere, I could be on the beach, and out will go a Facebook post, you know, and to the team, and then an email goes out. And that's what you want to do in your business, really. And we're just going to talk about basic training for the team. Now, Tara's got fantastic ideas with regards to the basic training for the team and really why it's important.
I find that the larger and larger of the team that I have, that no matter how good the training is in any offer or anything that I'm doing with them in business-wise, they always like to hear it from you.
Yeah.
And you will notice, and I noticed long ago, that leaders always have their own trainings.
Yeah.
Also, if you've ever read the book, and if you haven't, get it. It's a novella. I swear it'll take you one day, if not a couple of hours, to read it once. Go Pro by Eric Worre. He talks about this. The person that is holding the marker is the one that's earning the most money. So I don't do home parties. I don't go to the hotels. I don't do it like that. But you will find on my YouTube channel countless over-the-shoulder trainings. Now, for my team, if somebody says, hey, I don't know how to do this, or I want to learn how to do that, and even though there's probably a video somewhere for them for that, they want to learn it from you. So if you already have it set up, ready to go, you can either send them to a playlist, or you can have it set up in one of your emails, your email marketing, not your email marketing, now it's your team, like have a team list in which you send out emails or get started trainings.
Yeah.
And show them how you do it. Yes, there's probably a video there, but they want to know from you. They joined you, and you cannot, I swear, I don't care if you're doing it full-time and you don't have $1 to go anywhere. You cannot spend all day doing an over-shoulder training with somebody one-on-one all the time. You need to make one really good one, super clear, and share that with everyone that asks you the same question.
And you will get the same questions over, and I can guarantee you the same questions over and over again. And if you don't do it now, what you'll find is later on the penny will drop, and you'll be like, oh my goodness, I should have done this before, because it is the same question, it is the same hurdle. So even if you're going through a hurdle yourself right now in your business, whatever it is you're doing, if you're going through a challenge, document that, you know, make a video when you get through it, because there is, I can guarantee you 100% there's going to be someone who is going to go through the same problem, and they're going to find it difficult, and your video, your documentation of this problem and the solving of this problem will help them tremendously. And what's more, if they're on your team, you can actually just literally get them to quantum leap from 0 to making money immediately, instead of going through the tedious things of, you know, the hurdles that we all go through. Now we know what it's like in internet marketing. We know what it's like in any business. It's difficult. There's hurdles. There's things that you go through. There's barriers and challenges. But if you let your team know beforehand, just like, you know, well, guess what? This is going to happen. But if this happens, do A, B, C. If this happens, there's a video. If this happens, there's training for that. And once you automate that and create a training for your team, you will just be amazed how much time you still have. You can still do the things you love, and you know you will be able to, because you don't have, like Tara said, we've only got 24 hours in the day. You cannot spend 24/7, you know, doing this. So you know the whole purpose of everything that we're doing in life in general is to make money so we can be free. It's all about freedom. It's all about doing the things that we love. So really just automate your business. I can't say this enough. You know, really do the training for the team, automate the business, and create that sales funnel.
Mm-hmm. If it really helps a lot, even, I don't know where you are at. I mean, everyone's at a different place. Maybe they've been around I did not learn this until, I would say, the past year.
Yeah.
I've been at it for how long? A long, long time. 3 years full time, 6 years in the industry. That's what I was missing. I was not automated at all. I didn't realize that when I learned something, it didn't matter how good the person I learned it from. I had to redo it. Super, super important. It's kind of our responsibilities, if it's a network marketing situation, that you help time speed for your people.
Yeah.
So you've already gone through what you've gone through, but now you can. What if there is a whole weekend that you want to go, say you have a family reunion, you want to be able to set up some post planner posts for Facebook, you want to make sure your autoresponder is working perfectly, and you want to also make sure that either the initial training that the people are going to be exposed to right away, they can get started right away. They're not running around groups asking, I don't know where to begin. It needs to be clear where they begin. I have an entire blog post that I give to people once I know that they're really interested. And it's literally, and our friend Hover taught me this, step by step by step, exactly what to do to join my business and where to begin and make the first hour a power hour of being in business with me. I don't have to worry about it. It's huge. And I had to figure out what was the best way that I thought to be able to share it. So once you figure it out for yourself, the faster you move through those things, the faster you'll time crunch for your people. And that's really our job.
Absolutely. I mean, Tara's bang on the money with that. It's just amazing, because once you can automate your system, and I know some of you saying, well, I have an autoresponder. I know you're saying, yeah, of course, I have an autoresponder and I'm collecting emails. But what are you doing with your list? What is it that you're doing? With your list, is it just sitting there? It's really important to interact with the people on your list. They're not just an email, they're not just numbers, they are people. And it's really important to realize that, because I think sometimes with the internet, we lose the connection. It just becomes numbers and names and emails, but they're still people. So you really do need to connect and really find out exactly what's going on, what is it they're like. Ask questions. Ask questions and see where people are. Where people are. Even with your team, find out where your team is struggling. What incentive can they have? What is great for them as a team? What will help them build their businesses? And as you're helping your team, you're actually helping yourself. So it's important to really leverage your time and really build your team. It's vital in anything that you're doing, really. And if you've got an autoresponder and you've got a list, right now, after this hangout, go and write an email. Hi, I've just been on a hangout. I just wanted to connect and see how you're all doing. And just give them an outline of what you're doing, and just don't leave the list to lie there. Because I know, and I'm saying this because I was one of those people. I had a list. I didn't know what to do with it, because you're not taught what to do with the list. That you get a lot of times they go, yeah, build a list, and you're like, yay, I'm gonna build a list, and then nothing. You build the list and you don't know what to do with the list. So just know that the list, the money is in the list, and the money is in the list, and you've got to interact with those people. And if they don't know you, and then all of a sudden you think, oh, I've got product, and oh, and then you send it out, you send out this thing, and you will have zero sales. I can guarantee you zero. Because as Tara said, sometimes it takes about 10 interactions with you to actually for them to actually buy. So you can do that. Now if you have the money, you can actually outsource all of this. You can actually get people to actually do the autoresponder for you, set everything up for you, or you can actually get into a system that actually sets it up for you. That makes life a lot easier. There's so much out there. There's copywriters who can write sales copy for you, and so if you don't have the time and you have enough money to do that, then you can. If you don't, at the beginning, it might sound really difficult, and there's a lot of things, but I can guarantee you, if you can automate your business, if you can catch your email list, if you can talk to them just like how we're talking to you now, just like normal, just be yourself, and it's all about being yourself. If you can do that, you will really change someone's life, and by doing so, you can change your life, really.
Absolutely. What would you say would be the suggestion of how often, in your opinion, that someone should email their list?
I would say, I would really touch base, depending on the list. I would personally touch base on a day-to-day basis, giving inspiration, giving value, because it's all about value. Everyone gets value every day. People go onto Facebook for information, for value. So if you read something last night, or right now you're inspired by what we're saying, just go and write about it. Just go out there and just write. Just, it doesn't have to be a long paragraph. Just write something quickly. Just say, this is what I found out, and I think this is great, blah, blah, blah. And just write that. And just remember to have a call to action. If you have a blog, make sure you are sending them to your blog. If you have, anything of the sort, make sure you send them to somewhere, because you don't just want to be, have a dead email. Just, oh, she's going on again about what, So make sure there's some sort of call to action behind it, because it does happen. I mean, we've all read the boring emails, and you're like, oh God, it's him again, and you just press delete for some reason, or you just never read it. So make sure that whenever you're sending emails out, it's exciting. Now, you can send it on an everyday basis, or twice a week or something like that. You can have like a newsletter. If you're not comfortable in sending something twice a week, you can send like a newsletter at the end of the week on a daily basis. So you can have more stories on there, what's been going on, and more call to action, and stuff like that. So there's different ways of actually sending emails. You can have an e-zine, you can have a newsletter, and you can have a standard email. So you can alternate the three, whichever makes you feel comfortable. But touch base at least twice, every 2 days. That would be great. If you can't do that, once a week is always great, but make sure it's value. You're not just shoving your product, because a lot of people just, it's all about the products. Oh, I'm buying, buy. You just, you turn people away from you. So just have value, add value. Even if you're selling something, people will come to you. It's all about traction marketing. Tara and I were talking about this the other day, and we were talking about attraction marketing, and then talking about how to actually attract people, and that people will actually inbox you and ask you for your link. And this is not a joke. When it happens, when it does happen, I want you to tell Tara and I, send us an email and just say, this, you were right, because it will happen. I've heard this before, and I didn't believe it until it happened to me, and I actually had someone say, send me your link, and I had one, and then another one, and it's like, wow, people are asking me for the link. I don't need to. You don't need to shove the link in people's faces. Tara, what do you think?
I agree. It wasn't until I learned about how to automate my business did I finally start to relax enough to lose the outcome, to forget about the outcome, to not worry about whether or not I was going to inbox all my friends and family on Facebook and send them my link. Now I do not at all. They come onto my email list, or they message me, in my email. Like they'll get on my list, and then they'll start interacting with me there. Or if they're on my social media, they'll start interacting with me there. I no longer have to feel the pressure of it, because it's some will, someone, who cares? What matters is, are you the person they're gonna? And it might not be this time. It might not be right now. For me, like in my current business, I chose who I joined by watching on social media.
Yeah.
I already knew a bunch of people in the business, and it wasn't that I didn't like at all. It had nothing to do with that. I disliked the way they did. For some reason, I just wanted to pick someone.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed his social media. I went to go look at his link. It was broken. I messaged him, you need to fix that, because next time I come back, if it's broken, I won't come back. He fixed that.
But that is so true about the broken link, because many, you have to test out your funnel. That is really important, because someone might be really enthusiastic. Oh yes, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to do it now, and then it doesn't go anywhere and nothing happens, and you lose the sale just because of a broken link. So just it's really important, you hit it bang on there.
And he did not pitch me. He didn't message me. He didn't say, would you be interested in looking at this? He didn't once. I allowed the process to happen naturally, the way I want the process to naturally happen for me and for you. Be of value. Have your presence. If you're not using social media, get on social media. You've got to be there. It's not a fad. It's how we communicate. We're living proof of it. Kimberly and I are great friends. We're business partners, and we are, 5 hours difference across an ocean?
Yeah.
We would have never have met if it wasn't for Facebook, if it wasn't for
Absolutely.
G+, if it wasn't for... It's so important. And just be yourself. Emulate the leaders, but be you. And if you do that, the people that join your business or become your clients or buy your product will do what you're doing. So they'll start making the training videos. They'll make sure they have an autoresponder. They'll start building with automation as well. And you're talking about going from, 3 to 30 to 300 to 3,000 to 30,000 people in a team. That's a movement. It's an army. And automation's what's going to get you there.
Absolutely. You cannot get 1,000 people on your list and not talk to them, or 100 people, or, you have to communicate. And when you see people getting that many people on their list, it's because they've been communicating, they've been sharing their lives, they've been talking about what's going on, and not just about business, but just about everyday life. Now, people want to know more about you. Who are you? Who is this person I'm going to be working with? And it's really, like Tara said, it's very important to be, to be yourself. Tara and I connected online. We would have never met had it not been by the power of Facebook, the power of internet marketing. And, she's my business partner now, and she's just absolutely amazing. And, it's such a wonderful world where you can connect with people across the ocean, who you've never met. And you see the world becomes smaller, and you connect with such amazing people who you have never met. So it's really important to be yourself. If you go out there and not be yourself and be a bit shady or whatever it is, and it shows. I mean, if I was doing something dodgy, you could see in my demeanor and in what I'm doing. So it's really important to just be yourself, really connect with your audience, connect with your team, and really touch base with them and find out what's going on, and even work in teams and just try and automate the process where you can actually just even creating a website of just training, that's another thing that you guys can do. Not just yet, obviously, while the team is small, or if your team is big enough and you're having infinite questions. Create a website where all your training is. Put all the training there. And so when someone comes and joins you, you can say, right, here you go to this site and literally just have a look at video 1, 2, and 3, and everything is done, and this is what you do. Because sometimes there's no need for them to listen to everything. It's just particular things where they're stuck. And then what happens is they listen to all the training, they get bored, and it just becomes monotonous. So sometimes it just depends on what are they struggling with? Pinpoint. Oh, you've got a problem with this, right? Go to video number 4. And because you've automated it, you don't have to spend now an hour explaining the thing, because it is exhausting, especially if you're repeating yourself. Those of you that are parents know this. You know what it's like repeating yourself over and over to the children. It's exhausting. It just gets monotonous, really. So it's important to, just have somewhere, just sit down, maybe just pick a day where you will sit down and actually do training videos. And actually, Tara and I are working on a challenge which regards to video, so we'll keep you updated with that. We have a video challenge coming up, which, it might be interesting for you guys to do in terms of automation. But yeah, Tara, keep in touch with Tara. If you're here because of me, just keep in touch with me, and we'll keep you updated on the plans, really.
Absolutely. And tomorrow we're going to be having another hangout at the same time. And this one you register for. It's super exclusive. And right under, if you're watching this on the Hangout page, right underneath the video is a button. Register for tomorrow's Hangout at 2 o'clock Eastern or 7 BST. Because we'd absolutely love to see. We're going to go over a bunch of information. It's going to be more intense, more involved, and we're even going to bring more value to you because that's what we do. That's right. Are you still there or did you freeze? She may have frozen. Well, I want to thank you all for coming, and this will be available for replay until tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So if you weren't able to watch it live, you'll be able to see it. It's going to be the same thing. And we hope that if there's any questions, there's a chat underneath the video on the Hangout page. Go ahead and type in a question, and I'll do my best to make sure it gets answered. And so will Kimberly. So I thank you all so much. And you have a beautiful day. Bye.